Hey everybody, this is Rob.
Hey Miko.
And we're
Wander Open Roads.
Hey, thanks for joining us. We are in beautiful Sedona, Arizona. This is our first time here, actually, which is amazing. And this area is so gorgeous. We had no idea what we were getting into when we came here. And just driving down the road is absolutely breathtaking. So we were coming here to take the e-bikes out and hit some of the trails and do some riding and just do some exploring. And we definitely learned some things on this trip about riding e-bikes in Sedona. And I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. So the trails that are in Sedona are all part of the National Forest, and that's different from the national parks. Now we, on this West Coast trip, we went to a bunch of national parks and rode our e-bikes and had a great time, and that was an absolutely great way to move around the park and really be able to see a lot. But at for whatever reason, the national forests are different from the national parks, and the national forests do not allow e-bikes, and we found that out the hard way. We had basically just kind of started on a trail, and then we saw the sign, we went ahead and turned around. But I really wish that they would get their stuff together. It's this perception that people on e-bikes are gonna, throttle their thing out and be going 20 miles per hour down the trail, and it's just not true. But anyway, let me get off my soapbox. As I said, we did decide not to ride on the trail. We didn't want to risk getting a fine. But the nice thing about it is, in Sedona, as you can see from the video here, there are bike lanes that are kind of built into the roadways, so we just decided to ride the bike lanes. If you've never been to Sedona, it is in Arizona, right in the middle of the state, just south of Flagstaff. Definitely watch the time of year. We came in April, and it was really a good time. The weather wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. So you definitely have to be careful there, because you don't want to get into some snow, or you don't want to get into some 100-degree heat temperatures either. So if you're going to come to check out the trails in Sedona, I would suggest getting there early. This is about 8:30 in the morning, and as you can see, the parking spaces were already filled up. By the time we got back from our ride, people were waiting on parking spaces. So that is the big thing here, is parking. You definitely want to make sure that you get there early to try to get a good spot. So this is where we started on the trail, and we saw the sign right there, and it's just like, oh, wait a minute. And so, okay, we decided to divert and ride on the street, which was fine. There are bike lanes, but you definitely need to be careful at the roundabouts, okay? Because once you get to the roundabout, the bike lane just kind of disappears, and you're riding in the same lane with the car. So definitely be careful at the roundabouts. But outside of that, it was a nice ride. Check it out. while we were riding, we definitely had to check this out. This is the Chapel of the Holy Cross in Sedona, which is a Catholic church that was built in the late 1950s, and it is now a national historic place. It's beautiful. It's a landmark here in Sedona, and it was actually Sunday when we rode, and people were coming in for church service, so we couldn't really like go inside or do anything like that. But yeah, we definitely had to ride by and check it out. Now, having e-bikes on this ride was definitely a plus. I mean, there are plenty of people that are riding without e-bikes. It's just something that we choose to do. It definitely helps us out. We usually keep it on about a level 1 in terms of the pedal assist, so that we're able to still get some exercise value. But on a hill like this, we were up to level 2 on this guy. Because there are definitely some hills and some inclines that you might need a little help with, and the e-bikes definitely came in handy. So after this ride, we actually went and checked out some of the hiking trails, and of course, we had people that were on bikes that were not electric, and they were zooming past us and and pretty dangerous in their own right. So I really hope that the national forest will take a closer look at the e-bike regulations. I mean, most of the people that have e-bikes are older people. They're not trying to go out and do crazy stuff on these trails with these bikes. They're just trying to get some pedal assist. So I really hope that they're able to take a closer look at that policy and make some changes. But regardless, we definitely had a great time in Sedona. It was absolutely gorgeous, and we look forward to our next trip there. Thanks for joining us for another Wander Open Roads adventure, and we will see you next time.
Wander safely.